There we go. Alright. Should be good now. Alrighty. So controls are working. Good. And I just need to make sure that we have everything else so I can see everything. And I want to see... There, now I can see everything that's going on. And we're good to go. Should be good. Alright, so we are back today, and we're looking at Hack and Slime. Now, I did a quick, like, 30-minute or so overview of the original demo, which came out a couple months ago. I don't remember how much has changed. I do know there is some new content. Ignore this character here. That was just a test for audio and whatnot. I didn't actually play the game. Turn my headset down. Good morning, Horde. It's a beautiful day to become a hero of the Humble Village. As long as you manage to keep your head on your shoulders. I know you grew up here, but since you have a short memory, I'm going to remind you how all this works. So do we have like short-term memory loss or something? I guess it happens. This is the Conservatory. Conservatory. Here you can get important information about your adventure. Okay. This is your home. You can store objects you find in Warp Mazan. It's the tower in the back. You can sell ones you don't want to kickstart your economy. Okay. This is the smithy. You can extra repair and improve equipment. You can also sell things. This tavern where you can replenish your energy with local gastronomy. Gastronomy. That's a big word for most of these games. And prepare for your adventure. With money earned from the dungeon to the table. Okay. This is the instructor to learn how to fight monsters, hacks our skills and abilities. This is the sanctuary you can pray to the gods to grant you gifts in your adventure. And that's where it was on. The first mega dungeon. The entrance here is very strange. Is a very strange bug who is in charge of receiving the heroes who arrive. I suppose he validates their parking ticket. When you're ready, go talk to him. Alright, so let's take a look around here. Now we have one skill points to be assigned at the instructor. We have no attributes. Alright, so there's still stuff that's not in yet with us being in early access. So, there are things. Can do a god offering, I don't think we need that. So, hyper dash, tough skin, or charisma. Lowers costs. That's defense. Let's get the hyper dash. It uses mana, but it allows you to jump across like crevices and whatnot, so it's useful. Now we can go back to the village, or we can go to the first floor of the cellar. The sewers. I guess I'll go here. Now, I do know that the developer is working on like a whole new town, and if I remember correctly, we should have new content in here, including the ability for equipment to drop. Yeah, that was. That's cumbersome. Not really a big fan of having to do a multi-keystroke in order to pick up gear. Okay, I should use my dash. Go grab that faster. Alright, so we picked up a shield. I raised our defense. That's all the shells over here. Because you gotta make sure you kill them, hit everybody off. Before I get the most experience. Because they will respawn to a certain point. Slimes are the most prolific one respawning, so just have to make sure to kill them off. Good. I mean, I can understand the wanting to I'm level 2, durability 10, fire strike 2, armor 2. Alright, so take that off, switch that out with that. Make this a better weapon. Alright, so I need to have strength 2. I like that the stats actually matter for the gear. It's nice. Not every game does that. They create stats and they affect your 2 hit, your damage, and so on. But they don't always affect the gear. And they should. Yeah, they should affect which gear you can use. Alright, so we know we need at least a 2 in strength. Now this is 1 damage, this does 2 3 damage. Let's try it out. Okay, so yeah, it does do some pretty decent damage. It's better than the base weapon anyway. What's this do? Simulate knowledge. Alright, so for a short period, we get more experience. This is a little tricky. But it's okay. It's not too bad. Because with that new weapon, we're doing pretty good damage. There's a chest up there. And if we're, yeah, at least basically competent, we can actually get that chest. Oh, that little slurpy looking thing, the poison. Oh, Mick. Oh. I did not see that too. I do have some equipment. But not a lot. See, there's another spider up there that I missed. Missed that. Alright, so this does 2 to 3 damage. That does 4 to 6. That's that's just a loss. 3 to 5, 4 to 6. 4 to 6 it is. Alright. And we're gonna do a lot more damage now. It's gonna be amazing damage. Problem is you can't use that too often because of mana cost. I mean, you get mana potions as you go. And, it's everywhere. Yeah, I guess you have mana potion. Bloody butter. And there's a mana potion. Wow, you didn't die to the spikes. I was surprised about that. That was a little surprising. Alright, we survived that. I'm a little surprised, a little shocked, and extraordinarily happy. Get back here, coin. Alright, so that's a new armor piece. Let's see. Armor 1. Armor 1, okay. Oh. I can see that it's a bit of a pest. And like all these games, anytime there's stat-based for equipment, I never put my points in until I know what kind of gear I'm using. Because the gear you use is determined based on your stats. Well, if your stats are allocatable like this, then you don't want to put your stats in until you find gear you want. What's that? So this is actually a magical item. It does 4 to 5 damage, skill power plus 5, divine dash is plus 1, that's good. Strength 2, attack speed 25, so this might actually do more DPS. Not sure. So, minimum damage 6, max damage 10. So it's gonna do 6 to 10, that does 6 to 11. No real loss there. I mean, 1 point is 1 point, but it's not really significant in the grand scheme of things. it really is a higher DPS item because it gives me that extra attack speed. It's a blue sword. Cool. That's in most cases where the dash is more useful than not. So this one gives a crit chance bonus, no attack speed bonus, and 4 to 7 damage. So this is that one crit speed. I think I'll go this way. That speed bonus is more useful, I think. I'm surprised that that didn't pick up armor 3, armor 1. Alright, we're getting kinda low here. Alright. Yep, not too shabby. And take care of that, and that takes care of the chest. And we're good to go. This is a pretty decent spot. Not fantastic, we are a little weakened from that early. Nick, die. I did not mean to trigger the mimic when I was standing on it. Okay, so that's a new level. Now I have new gloves here too. Guess it's cascade +1. It's the same. Armor 4, armor 1. Yeah, I use those. So far, I'm not seeing any real significant reason to upgrade our stats yet. These are the bit we don't care about. Not yet, anyway. We'll have to go that direction eventually. This point. Okay, so we've got for 1 garbage right now. Destroy. And see if that's any better. Yeah, let's see. That was what's backing up. Alright, this is the... There is Farron. Hey, you. You're a boy. Nice. These sharks think they can squeeze my magic like I was a bottle of ketchup. Oops. Help me, that's why you're here. You're a hero. Or something like that. Okay. Now I'm hoping that we've got enough. Of what we need. that takes care of the fairy. Thanks, Hanson. A little more on those scumbags. Smashed me to get the magic out of me. You don't seem very talkative. I like it. My name is Fairy Maiden, and I am basically the last fairy in all mythos. Although, I have time to tell you about my life. So, Horde. We have a mountable Nordic furniture name. Okay. Hey kid, when these Brooks brought me to the cage, I saw how they took a girl through the door back there. I didn't see how she kicked and cursed. What a mouth, okay? You can't go forward here. I stole them a key as soon as they got into trouble with you. Google Translate for the win. Since you've played White Knight with these brutes, you could go for double in the same day and save the wench. Perhaps you will find another way to continue playing the hero without regard for his life. I go with you. I see your face that you are one of those who gets lost even in the bathroom. Okay? So, mission update. Yeah, it's complaining because I have a gear that I'm not maximizing. It's fine. Yeah, I know it's fine. Let's see. Can I just drop something? I can destroy. That's fine. Alright, so let's do this. Helmet 1, 4. Okay. That's fine. I guess I need to walk back. Oh, that's right, because there's another chick that teaches you how to use poles. I forgot about that. And there's items everywhere that I can't pick up. I don't know if they'll retain themselves when we come back in here, but I need to go unload. So, there is that. And there's at least 3 or 4 items in here. So we'll have to worry about that later. And we'll see. Oh, I took damage from that. Oh, that really hurt. I didn't realize the water was gonna hurt that hard. That's horrible. Alright, take out the box that we have. Just jump across that. Oops, slime. Apparently I missed that one. It's fine. This skeleton I missed. That's the reason you want to do this. It allows you to make sure you get all the monsters. Make all the money you can. It's a long walk back and forth though. But if I remember correctly, it's still a hike to the elevator door. Because it's actually in the sewers too, but there's the pit between. So you gotta go into the pit, go through that, and then you can go to the sewers. If I remember correctly, yeah, let's go ahead and sell. able to sell all of this. Yeah, okay. So that. Sell that. Sell all of this. Yeah. We're not making a lot of money. But we're up to 900. And we'll go ahead and repair everybody. That'll work. Alright, so it gives us some money. Let's check this guy, see if he's got points. The tornado skill. Do that. It's got 2 points here, so let's go ahead and do that. And do vapor transfer. Now you can level these up more times. So like you can level these up more than once. So they'll do more damage or whatnot. But you want to get the base levels. Because like you need this one here because that gives you life stealing. But you need that in order to get to this one, which is the mana regen. Which is probably more important than anything else. Because you also want to get down to this fast recovery. This is the line that you really want to work on. It's a very, very powerful, very strong line. Okay, so it's auto-saving. I'm not gonna worry about doing any of the bonus stuffs. So like for example, there's buffs by donating and such. I'm buying food, and I'm not really interested in that. What I am interested in though is if I miss any monsters, and if any of the items are still here. Looks like all the potions are here, but all of the items are not. And we should have run at least one or two of the items by now. So that's kind of important to take into consideration. Is do you want to lose items, or do you want to go back when you're full and then come back and continue your exploring? It's definitely something you need to consider, because you can lose a lot more money that way. And since the zones don't reset every time you leave and come back, it can be an issue for you. Alright, so we have this last spider. We have a full pocket. Because I'm not sure I said my pocket was full, but I had room to pick it up and I could just easily pick up the items. So I'm not really sure about that. Alright, so this is where things get a little more cumbersome. Buddy, there's a troll here. Wow. He was is grumpy. I mean, I knew they had some new creatures into the early game. I didn't realize that they had one of those bad boys. That's kind of how you'd expect to be like a boss monster early on, and then later on be a normal character. So I definitely want to do 5 vitality and at least 5 strength. 70 points. Oop, bloody bugger. Can't heal through weapons yet, or through anything other than doing some damage. And granted, it's not a lot of healing. And we get like almost no health right now through the vampire weapons. But at least it's something. It's not fantastic, but it is something. I did need to... Oh, buddy bugger. I forgot to put the whirlwind on hotkey. Because you do gotta do that at the trainer, you can't do it in the field. Which is a shame. Wish you could do it in the field. Alright, so there's slimes down here. Alright, so that's bad. Let's definitely put that in health. So we can get a little more health out of this town. There's nothing really there. Working our way through the dungeon pretty okay. Alright, so that's gonna be a special chest. Let's make sure we clear out all of the unnecessary containers before we pop this one. Alright, so what do we got? We've got arm rats. All these skeletons just keep spawning in. Okay, so this is like farmable. I can dig this from a farmable perspective. It's not a good idea from a game development perspective to have something like this farmable. But from a player perspective, that's fantastic. You can't do all of it. You can't go forever. But you get a lot of stuff out of that. Alright, so we have 5 in the chest. We have... Wait, hold on. That's a 3 in the gloves. 5 in the gloves, so with that. 2 on the shield. 5 in the helmet, 5 in the chest. So that's pretty good. So far, we're pretty good on our stats, I guess. It's not fantastic, but we're still doing pretty okay on our stats. I think I definitely want to do more health, though. Because, we can use more there now. We're doing okay level, gear-wise. But let's see how you do with this guy. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it's okay. We'll get there. We don't have the best weapons, we don't have the best skills, stats, or anything like that. So we just have to work our way through it. And eventually, we'll find the gear or we'll upgrade our gear. To compensate. And then we'll have good gear. Now we could use some more damage though, so I think the next level is going to have to be damage. Whether I want it to be or not. We're going to have to go with some more damage. Because the weapon is good, but it's not good enough. And that goblin's going to get away from me because everything's in the way. Now, if you didn't have all this chaos here, it wouldn't be so good. Just gotta dodge this guy. Oh, that took damage. Here we go. And grab those boots. Okay. Everything's health goes up pretty quickly. And you saw before we were doing like 1 or 2 hit kills. And now we're doing like 6 hit kills again. And our stats haven't gone up enough. That's okay. That's the point of these, of dungeon crawlers. Roguelikes and roguelites, that's kind of their thing. Is you have all these stats that you gotta worry about. And every time you go through, you have to go through and worry about them. So, that's not really useful. Gloves, again, aren't really useful. And since money's slow, there's no point in picking up anything that's like not magical. Unless it's better than what you have. Once you're full. Because you're really not going to get much more money out of it. That's something I'd like to see. I'd like to see items worth more on the sell. But, again, because we are only in the first couple levels, that may be, just a circumstance, the fact that we are just only in the first couple levels. Alright. So, hold on to that up. Yeah, this. That should help our damage at least a little bit. Not significantly. Yeah, we don't need that helmet. There we go. Just trying to figure out if that's actually better or not. Okay, that's the end of the floor. That doesn't look fun. Well, these people smell like wet dog and very Touchy-feely. Okay. Alright, so just gotta worry about everything we've got going on here. And that's fine because the slimes will die to that. Alright, so now the curiosity here is what's over here. This rat, if anything. Nothing, just a rat. So that was kind of weird. Definitely a waste of a trip, but... oh! That's actually... Faster walking is 38 and it's armor 3. Faster walking 18, armor 2. I don't know where that old dude came from. Was not expecting him to show up. Okay, so we want to obliterate something. Yeah, you'll work. My pocket's not full. There it goes. So, myths damage of the wise. So, mana plus 5, duration of templates plus 9, plus 0, 9. Huge cast speed. That's a problem. Alright, so that's a huge issue. Our wand is broken. I wish I had that wind attack right now, but that's okay. Just have to think without it. That's not useful. That's not useful. So we can use this to our advantage. Is he hit? I mean, yeah, he might hit me. But he can't climb up, so that's always an advantage. We can use their disadvantage against them. Okay. So here's Chicky Boo. Thank you very much, Kitty. Those moron do not respect anything. Hope they suffer. Yes. You're lucky to still in one piece. I am Farron Maiden, and my muscle is called Horde. He is like a hero in training. Hey girl, how did you end up in the sewers of Warpmazon? About to have these donkeys make sashimi with you. How you dare, Tinkerbell. I love the bad translate. Google Translate for the win. Do you know who I am? No, we have no clue who you are, lady. Look, I'll tell you. I am Induriel, the world-famous and super sexy scientist and inventor of Tech Hex technology. We have no clue who you are, lady. Hex Tech? You can tell it's got Spanish question marks on it. No. It's Tech Hex. It is a completely own and original name. Patent pending. Okay. My famous and unique technology allows you to redirect arcane magic to summon portals to any previously linked location. All designed by this brilliant mind. And I am also a real hottie, so you say. Alright, congratulations and all that, but that doesn't explain how you ended up here. Well, you see, as being a hunky scientist, wow, this language is horrible. I'm also an accomplished adventurer, so I came to this dungeon to collect data on different magical forces that make it up. But it turns out it's big on the inside, and it's full of stinky monsters. And they kicked your ass, yes. Yep. In the second level of the sewers, I was captured by those scruffs and brought here. But you know what? Before that, I was able to link to the place with one of my Tech Hex stones, because I still have it. I could go back there whenever I wanted, which I wouldn't even do even drunk. Wait a minute, you say you can take us to the next floor with your unintelligible magic gizmos? I think the boy is crazy. It's so crazy that he intends to keep moving up the dungeon. If I can, I don't want to go back to all, at all, but you have saved my life and all that, so I'm going to solve it for you in the trice. But only because I'm a charming person. Oh god, this is horrible. And she gives us. It seems that we have no choice but to enter through the portal. This pile up if we want to get in one piece. Remind me not to trust people dressed like they work on a circus again. Okay. There I go. Yeah. I wanted to get the heel. Okay. So apparently we now have a portal. I think she gives you portal tax, so. Source 2. Well, the freak was telling the truth, apparently. Done. I am not staying here for the second longer because this place gives me a bad vibe. Horde. A little further on you have the elevator. Use it to return to Humble Village and come see me. I'll have an artifact ready as a thank you. For free. Okay. And couldn't he leave us the portal to Humble Village? Well, let's try to get the elevator in one piece. Okay, so this area is the back to sewers 1 or back to pit? This goes to sewers 1. Okay. That's the other side of that gate that we couldn't get past. So, just so you're aware, that's where that goes. Now, the rest of this so bad. So far, the only real differences between this and the original demo so far is the known changes. So there's a few more monsters running around, and there's light bar, and there's the new weapons and gear, which is good. Now the developer did say that in a future release, we will be getting a new town. Ouch. That they're updating the humble village. Which would be amazing. I am not picking up chests along the way. I really don't want to kill all these guys and leave the gear behind, but I want to kill better. So I can get out of the sewers. Look who he is. The hero of the people and my personal savior. You were dying to see me, right? Wink, wink. Sure. Cut the crackle. Is this gift you wanted to give the boy flirt with him? Smurfette, not so fast. Whoa, that's... I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, it is 30 years back, but using a game from another IP could be problematic for this developer if anyone actually notices it or cares from that IP. But yes, Smurfette, the spelling might be slightly off, but it could be problematic for them. Anyway, see, they also use Tinkerbell, which again, can be problematic. So, they really shouldn't do that, but it's hard to say who will let it slide and who won't. You seem very interested in the Mega Dungeon. Hold on to your hats. You see, in my travels and research around the world to study the flow of mana, I discovered, almost by accident, that all the mana used by the overlords is channeled with arcane magic. That's self-explanatory. Magic is just a name. Arcane magic is actually ancient lost technology designed for controlling use of mana. And she's rambling. And of it, more energy capable of being stored and used in many different applications. Unlimited, in fact, that includes the potions and so on and so forth. That's right, the data of all and all, but how does it affect us? Because I don't see the boy capable of studying ancient technology in one night. Very true. I'm not even sure he knows how to speak. Listen, arcane technology is virtually immutable and practically indestructible. It can't be changed except with equivalent technology and power. And Warpazon has lots of arcane technology, if you say so. At the first sealed gate trap or arcane barrier you came across, it's over, and you can't get through there. From there, you'll be lucky if you don't end up mincemeat. And that's it, the game ends there. It ends here. I say the boys have entered. Yes, there's where I come in. Southern intelligence scientist with awesome tech hacks technology, like the trademark over the top. based on the Overlord's technology, and of course improved. I can control the flow of mana, store it, and use it for a lot of cool things, such as creating portals. Gift, please. I like this. For being so nice, I wanted to give you hashtag stone. It can bring you back to the place where it's been linked. And this stone is linked just right here in the village. And as the name, as a mana catalyst, stone only uses gold. You only need a little bit to make it work. Okay? Yes, penniless people are going to have a very easy, and as always. In addition, the portals, the stone can interact with all kinds of arcane technology. It will be very useful to you while you explore the dungeon, and you're pounding away if you have enough gold, of course. What a bargain. Yeah, no kidding. I think I'll settle in town for a while. My dungeon is full of very expensive junk, and the adventurers will need me if they want to loot it safely. Come see me when I have a stand set up. I'll give you a discount. Ah, very nice. I'm Trace of 7. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we have 2 points here. And this one here requires us to have level 12. So put that there, and that there, so they're at least useful. Alright, so let's go over here and repair all, yes. Repair. Here, I have the magic gloves. I want to keep a spare weapon, but it's okay. I'm not gonna need it. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell off this stuff. It's a little laggy when you're selling. I don't know why it's laggy, but it's got a delay from when you sell to when it'll move to the next space. I have just enough to imbue. I can't imbue because I don't have a purple. I have blue, but not purple. Well, that's a gas. Raise experience. Raise magic find. Only one food and one beverage service per client. Okay, so you can get one food and one beverage. Okay. I don't know how long they're good for. Do that and do that. Alright, so that should give us some nice mana. It's a nice attack. Alright, so into the dungeon. We're gonna go into the sewers, level 2. And what we'll do is we'll go back to that other section on the level 1. see what we got. We've got all these chests that I haven't done anything with. I'm not gonna take that one there because I don't need the health. And most of this should be dead. Maybe a couple of chests running around. Maybe a couple of slimes. But most of it should be dead. I know it was. So that's good. Now let's see, let's go this way. Beautiful. I'm horrible. So like I said, the monsters here have a lot of health. And this one they have like no health by comparison. So you gotta take that into consideration too. So whatever floor you're on, I did the I bumped the button. Yeah, it thinks it's full. I don't know why. Why it thinks the pocket's full. When you just push straight up, it's this pocket full. There we go. That's right. Okay. Alright, and make sure you grab all the stuff you can. It's always a trick in these games. Make sure you maximize your profitability. It's not always possible. Sometimes, in order to do that, you have to farm. And right now, farming is not an option we have. So that time I picked up. Whereas before it didn't. So weird. So nothing interesting there. And let's see if there's anything else here. Probably not on this side. And we have the advantage right now of having those purchase buffs. They're good for the full run. I think until I go back to town. So, I don't know if they reset when you go back to town, or when you... Okay, so that's it for this dungeon. Or a certain number of trips or whatever. I think it's only good for one trip into the dungeon. So now if you notice at the bottom though, if we press B, we can generate a portal for 60 coins. Which isn't too bad. Could be worse. And I assume it's going to be more expensive as we go up the floors. probably shouldn't do that, but honestly, it's okay. It should be like, you know, have a priority system so that you pick up gear, you know, gold and gear. And then, you know, specials. So yeah, it should work. But you have to have at least some slime. Alright, so we are to the gold chest. So we're in a position that it's actually good for us. The problem is it's not good for slimes. It's good for skeletons. But it's not good for the slimes, because the slimes will walk off the board. Or spawn into your butt. Alright, so that's it for this one. And that's over here, got my chicky food. Anything good? Oh, my weapon is broken already? Garbage. Total garbage. What are my damages? You know, bottomed out. I'm hoping that when you improve weapons, they improve durability. Catacombs. Not sure if that goes up to the elevator room or not. It's okay. I mean, I can always use the teleporting stuff to get out. And probably lose my buffs along the way, but so there's a room down here. Oh, I thought. Okay, so there's nothing down there. What was the point of that? Not sure. I just know place to stick a monster. But usually you'd put like a chest or something. In an area like that. There we go. And got that. Heal potion. Yay. I like how they come in different ways. Everybody comes in differently. The slimes slime out of the ground. The skeletons come in through like a hole in light. Anything good here? 5 damage. That's 4 to 6. Yeah, I bet you guys gonna need a second weapon. Yeah. So kinda glad they drop weapons. So the whirlwind doesn't do too bad damage-wise. There's some decent damage, not great. I do have to say that it's not fantastic. And that was one of the things the developer kind of grumped at me about when I did my original walkthrough on the game. Like, you're supposed to use magic. And I'm like, not everyone's going to want to use magic. So don't design the game around everybody using magic. You don't expect everybody to use magic. And I hadn't thought about that. They hadn't thought about the fact that people wouldn't want to use magic. Or they want to focus on other skills. Other than magic. Like, I don't have any magic energy. I'm almost done. Because I'm not focusing on a magic build. And in these types of games, it's very important as a developer to take into consideration what players may or may not want to use. Especially because you're looking at, you know, being a roguelike. And you're providing large numbers of equipment and magic options, you know, for your players. It's important. It's very important that you consider everyone's playstyle when you're designing a game. Not just what you think players are going to want to do, or what you want them to do. So, you have to keep that in mind, too. Like, yeah, it's not a bad idea to have, like, the jump boost here. You know, have areas where, having the dash will allow you to get to certain areas, or even if you want to get to an area without taking any damage, then you have to use the dash. That's fine too. As long as our people are gonna have the dash up. Shield's 5. Right, so let's go ahead and drop that. Most of the catacombs. The catacomb store. Alright, so let's go ahead and portal back. And we'll see what happens to our code stuff. Looks like the warrior blessing went away. this, like I said, this the developer needs to make more fluid. It really needs to be more fluid. So we lost our one of our buffs, but not the other. So our food buffs are still hanging out. But the patron buff is not. So that's only good for one run. Food buffs are good for multiple runs. That's good to know. So the best way to maximize your life in this game is to pick up everything. And keep in mind that when you sell it, you're only going to get about 10 gold. So if you're not near an elevator, you need to take that into consideration because you're gonna have to lose whatever cash the portal wants. Like right now it's 70. So basically I lose 7 items for the use of the elevator. Is that worth it? Probably not. Now when items are worth more, that'd be a different story. Now I just need to... There we go. So boots damaged of fortune. At level 3 requires 2 strength. We got more than that. Armor 9 and the boots. Fast walking 27. Find magic. Creation. Yes. You are lovely. I really like the magic items. Kind of like Diablo-esque in some cases. Where they, I don't know if they have random stats, or if they're fixed. I don't know about that. Might be good to know. Yeah, it'd be nice to know if the stats were random or not. But that's okay. That one was flashing. Okay, so that was nothing. I wasn't sure because it had like a little fire type glow around it. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. I'm guessing it might be. I'll have to look at an item next time it drops. There'll be one soon. It seems to be like every 5 to 10 mobs drop an item of some kind. That might be a potion. Might be an armor piece. dudes have that around them naturally. So, that was just me not paying attention. That was horrible. Like I said, there's a few lag issues in the game, and I'm okay with that. As it is technically early access. It's an early access game, and that's having it in, you know, past the demo, because the demo went to what was it, the first boss, I think it was. I think it was the first boss. That wasn't definitely in that game, which is a slime boss, if I remember correctly. That's where the demo stopped. Now I've gone past that point now. But yeah, that's where it stopped. I know, I leveled up. It's fine. But I'm not really in a position to breathe yet. We're getting there. Just a matter of just digging through it all. Just let the slimes kill themselves. And pick this up, pick that up. Now, I am kind of surprised at the frequency of gold loot over blue loot. I was expecting the treasure goblins to have basically blue loot on them, not gold. I don't know what the percentages are of that, but I was not expecting, you know, to have 2 gold pieces before the first boss. I expected the first boss to be the one who gave you your first gold piece of equipment. Not the little slime dudes. Not the little, you know, goblin dudes. I was not expecting. I'm full. I'm full. I'm full. No. Since I'm full, let's go ahead and go back. Let's go back, repair, unload. Repair all. Sell that, keep that, sell that. I keep one sword on me. Yeah, this would be really nice if they, cleaned up the center face, so it's not quite so slow. But that'll change eventually. there. And we will be able to do a little better. Okay. Alright, back where we left off. And it looks like now I wish the barrels had basically hit points. So you get to where you just one-shot the barrels. There we go. That was not fun, but it's okay. To do that, you gotta kind of dodge them, and dodging effectively requires you to use your dash ability, which is fun and all. But it's not always ideal. So I'm hoping to get to the first boss tonight, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. There's the hole. The Slime King's in the hole, and the mortuary is that way as well. Alright, so we will work our way through. Oops. There's not a lot of new monsters in this early area. And they didn't cram everything into, too much too quickly at the player. Because for people who haven't played, didn't play the demo, this is way more than enough. We have skeletons, we have the archers, bomb guys, slimes, the gold goblin, bats, and then the little ogre dudes. On top of all the barricades and what I have to deal with. There's just so much going on that if you're new to this type of game, it's overwhelming. Now, if you're used to these types of games, it's pretty solid. So you want to kill as much as you can right now, because now you have an experience game boost. On top of the experience game boost we already have, because we have the one from the food. And now we have another one that was short. Yeah, that's a couple minutes. Oh really? I need help? Come on, health potion. This is not ideal. walk through this. But it's cumbersome to not have health. Now you do that small vampire ability. It's not great. Now I get the health after I level up. Alright, so let's go ahead and pump that now. And I have 4 points for the instructor, so go instructor when we get back to town. Which, at the rate we're picking up gear, it's probably going to be soon. Left. I wonder how that works for this guy. Well, you can duck under his attacks if you're on that step down. So that's interesting to see. It's not like you damage him, but you can also duck under him. So, that's I don't know, you never know. Sometimes it's useful. It's good to know what you can and can't do. Come back again. Because there's times that you may need to know that. That might, be a strat that you can use on a boss somewhere. And maybe the best and easiest way to do it, if you're in certain conditions, like low health or whatever. That's not the best damage, but being able to... Oh, it's got a back attack too. Okay, I didn't know that. So if you hold up, it swings behind you, which has its advantages for sure. Wonderful. That's these 2 rats. Anything interesting here? Not really. Not really, so. Go ahead and just sacrifice all the items and go back to town. Salvage what we can and repair everything else. Repair all? Yeah, see. When you figure we're getting... we're in 24 now. So the money's going up. Just gotta watch the gear because the gear's gonna start being better than we had before. Yeah, save. That shield. That shield gives me an armor of 10. That's an armor of 6, so let's save that. That's beautiful. 7, 6, 4. I said this is a pest because it's a little slaggy on certain screens. Just want to make sure it's actually on the game. Unfortunately, that's the way it is, because the way I had to capture the game. But see if that fixes the lag issue. Nope, it's just laggy. Alright. That's just what we have to deal with then. Alright, so this is a case where you can get through without the dash, but the dash makes it so much easier. So that's the Slime King. That goes to the mortuary. And the mortuary was locked off into Slime King, and last time I played the demo, you couldn't go to the mortuary anyway. That was the last part, was the Slime King. So if you did beat the Slime King, that was as far as you could go. So. Elevator. So I guess this catacombs too. Which is not that far in from where we were. So it's not too bad. Which is great because we can use that to make some more money. Because we can avoid having to use the portal. It's for a little bit anyway. So we can get through this section here. Probably get the Slime King door cleared out. We'll just get close to it. Yeah, I know, I jumped right on into it. Do that a lot. I jump right into these things. It's like, I know better. I do it anyway. Yeah, it's right there. We'll get to it. We're getting there. Curious. I gotta do that. Right. And oh, we have a better weapon. 9 to 13. 8 to 13. So this is actually the better of the two. And this is like not that good anymore. It really isn't. And while it might be good to hold on to, and I'm going to, I'm not going to sell it. What I'll do is I'll put it in the house. Well, I would put it in the house, but that's not currently available. The inventory is not, the household inventory isn't set up yet for whatever reason. And you think that would be one of the first things they would set up? Because it's such an easy thing to do. I mean, programmatically it's a character's personal inventory. It's just marked as house. so it's available in that section instead of the characters roleplay window. I mean, it's really not a complicated thing to set up, and you figure they would have that go in the first iteration. And they added armor, added weapons and armor. But they didn't. Which is a shame. All these arrows to the slime king, I'm not even there yet. There he is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pop a portal here. And then we'll clean off and... See, normally you would go here and you'd put something like this in there. But you can't. So, it's a meh. I mean, my boots are 9. That's 9. That's 6. So most of the armor is not going to do better than what I have at the moment. Do you want to watch the swords? Oh, those 8 to 13s is a backup. Yeah, it's 8 to 15. Because I'm actually going to use the best weapon I have on the boss. I'm not going to use whatever this magic weapon because it's getting pretty low in usefulness. So that's 9 to 13. That's 8 to 15. Let's use the 8 to 15. Alright, and what we'll do here is increase defense. I got 4 points. So 1 point of defense. And I think we'll do is just drop 3 points here. Because I like that effect. I like the meteor shower. It looks good, it's fun, it does a lot of damage. It's the whole board. I like the effect those different doors. You know, the floor doors are one thing, the boss doors are another. So we gotta do it this way. Okay, dodge that. The slimes are here to give you things. Just gotta dodge the slimes until you can kill them. Pretty easy. time for level up. That's gonna help a lot. I'm just out of his range. Alright, it's not a big deal. I'm not sure where this lift goes, I don't remember. Like I said, the last time I did the demo, you finish the boss and you think, oh, that's it, you're done. So. Yeah, maybe. That's it. I knew it was gonna take too much longer. That's everything we have so far. So it's still the same in the early access as it was in the demo. So that hasn't changed at all. But that's okay. The new armor was fun. And it was interesting to play. And that's it. So it took us, what? About 2 hours to go through the whole demo. Because early access is the demo right now, which is a shame. I was hoping they were going to add more with the early access. They really didn't. In the future, I'll revisit the game and see what else they've done with it. But for right now, that's the best we can do. Thank you for visiting and have a good night.